Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tech Showdown. My name is Kevin, this is my co-host Teddy, and today we're going to be doing another unboxing and overview of this Gigabyte Geforce GTX 1070 Founders Edition. So the 1070, I've been getting a lot of messages about, and people are talking to me about it, because with the pricing the way it is, the 1080 is a bit unaffordable for a lot of people out there. Whereas the 1070, although the price did get increased again over the previous generation 970 in terms of its recommended retail price, it's still somewhat affordable to a lot of people out there. Well, at least it's more affordable than the 1080. So quite a few people are interested in this graphics card. Let's jump right into it with the unboxing. Let's put it up here. So if you are not aware, as it is still quite new, the GPU you get in the 1070 and the 1080 is the 16 nanometer FinFET GP104 Pascal GPU. Okay. So as we open it up, see the nice Gigabyte box on top. This doesn't actually look like it's going to have the stupid plastic thing, which is really good. No, it does not. That's awesome. Thank you, Gigabyte. Oh, that's so much easier than the other ones. So yeah, the main difference there is obviously they're running the same GPU, the 1080 and the 1070, except that the CUDA cores has changed. You're only getting 1920 on the 1070 as opposed to the 2560 you get on the 1080. And this box doesn't want to open. Oh, don't be silly. I'll be right back. Okay, now we got the box open, and it was kind of pointless anyways because there's only two things in it. The quick guide and a driver CD with that just has Geforce Experience on it, which you can just download anyway. So it's not even really a driver CD. This massive box for these two things. Anyways, we shall move on. So as we were saying about the GPU itself, it's also coming, the 1070 is also coming with a lower boost clock than the 1080. You see it in the box there, very nice. So it's this is the reference boost clock, by the way, is 1683 megahertz, whereas on the 1080 it's 1733. Now take that with a grain of salt because they will automatically overclock with GPU Boost 3.0. So they will go up a lot higher than that. Okay, so that off there. Slide up this 1070. Oh, very, very nice. Very nice. We'll take this plastic off here. You guys always like this. Boom. And off it comes. So yeah, obviously this is the Founders Edition, so it looks very similar to the 1080, exactly the same cooler, backplate, everything. This one just has the Gigabyte logo there on the side. That's the only difference I am noticing. So yeah, TDP wise, the 1070 is coming with a 150 watt TDP, where the 1080 is at 180 watts, and memory wise, that's the other big change here, is that on the 1070, you're getting still 8 gigabytes, which is the same as the 1080. However, it's GDDR5, not GDDR5X, on the same 256 bit bus, but at 8000 megahertz. So the 1080's GDDR5X has double the data rate of just standard GDDR5. So that's a big upgrade there on the 1080 over the 1070. Now let's quickly talk about some of the features. So there's Ansel, which allows you to take really sophisticated in-game screenshots. That's really cool. It does depend on the game though, so keep that in mind. And the screenshots can be up to 61,000 pixels wide, and you can even do 360-degree screenshots in virtual reality. There's also Nvidia VR Works Audio, which is basically ray tracing audio, give you better reverberation. It's just going to add another level of audio immersion to the games. There's also simultaneous multi-projection, which a lot of people with multi-monitor displays will really like. This is just basically a new rendering pipeline for Pascal, and it allows them to render 16 independent viewpoints in a single pass, so this will stop the warping issues that a lot of people with multi-monitor setups have, especially people with triple monitor displays. So now let's look over at the power. We see it's the same as the 1080, we just have a single 8-pin power connector. And when we go around to I/O, it's also a similar affair. So both the cards have exactly the same I/O, which means they have 3 DisplayPort 1.4 ports. That's really good. That allows 8K at 60 Hz or 4K at 120 Hz. Also coming with a single HDMI 2.0 B port, which is really cool. That allows bandwidth up to 18 gigabits a second. That's really good. And also DL DVI, which is going to be good in the future for next-gen displays. So yeah, very interesting here. I really like where the 1070 is coming in the market. A lot of people saying now it's basically like getting a cheaper GTX 980 Ti. So we'll see once we get to our testing and do the Showdown, which is what we're going to be doing next, or upcoming anyways. Is a GTX 1070 Showdown versus the GTX 980 Ti. Because we did this with the 1080 and the 980 Ti in my last video, and we're basically looking at, you know, the performance per dollar, which one's value is actually better. And I think the 1070 versus the 980 Ti will be a lot more close in terms of which one is better value for your money, just given their price points and their relative performance from what we've seen so far. Now, one last thing I want to say is some people were saying with my last Showdown, the 1080 versus the 980 Ti, that the performance difference that was only averaged out to be about 10 frames a second better for the 1080, which is still actually in my rig right now. They were saying that was because of CPU bottlenecking. Now, I do not believe that to be the case at all. I have a 4770 case, that's a quad core with hyper-threading at 4.4 gigahertz. That should be more than enough to flow everything I'm doing, all the games I'm doing. But just to double check, I will test the 1070 in my rig like normal, but I'll also put it in my girlfriend Catherine's rig because she has the 6600K, which is also overclocked, and of course a Z170 motherboard. And I will test it in both in a few of the benchmarks just to see if there's actually any discrepancy between my rig and her rig, and then we'll be able to tell very quickly then if there's any CPU bottlenecking going on. But I'm 99% sure that there isn't any, so I would be very, very surprised if a 4770K at 4.4 gigahertz is going to be bottlenecking a high-end graphics card. I just really don't see it, guys. Now, I thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more unboxings and showdowns, which will be right around the corner. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.